So how did you first discover you were infected with HIV?
Well, my health had been gradually deteriorating for about a decade. The GPs sent me for many hospital tests and took blood tests and samples, but the results did not show the root cause of my continued ill health. Eventually, in 2015, I was rushed to hospital with severe pneumonia and spent several days in intensive care. When I was on the chest ward, I was advised I had pneumonia in both lungs and that I'd been diagnosed at a very late stage with HIV. My immune system had completely collapsed and I felt very, very ill.
And do you think there were episodes in the years before your diagnosis when you saw GPs or other doctors where you could have been offered a HIV test?
Well, yes, HIV can live in the body for 10 years plus before really serious symptoms appear, which in my experience GPs are not aware of. The doctors were aware that I had a long-term partner from Malawi and our medical records were linked. However, neither of us were offered HIV tests. I later learned that Malawi is a country with a high prevalence of HIV. This fact was not known by the doctors we were seen by. We lived in a town in Yorkshire with a low prevalence of HIV, where doctors had little knowledge of this pandemic. This resulted in me presenting with symptoms indicative of HIV over a 10-year period, yet the doctors lacked the knowledge or training to make the association with the viral infection.
And why do you think this happened?
In my bitter experience, the medical profession fails to acknowledge that HIV is an undiscriminating infection and does not appreciate that it's a world pandemic. HIV affects all, and I mean all, sections of the community.
And what would you say to a person who's hesitant about getting an HIV test?
I can assure them that they have nothing to fear. Tests are free and confidential. I would say to them that the sooner you know whether you have the infection or not, the sooner you can be put on medication which will prevent this blood-borne virus dismantling your immune system. In fact, it's been shown that early treatment leads to better future health outcomes. Seriously, I would urge anyone to take the test as soon as possible.